Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about bubble sort using our C program. So before going to sort and searching techniques, we had already done in our previous videos, right? So sorting techniques in today's lecture, we'll see in that bubble sort. So what is bubble sort? So first, before that, what is sorting? So when you'll give some list of elements in any order, we need to sort out them either in your ascending order or into the descending order. So as usual, we had different types of sorting techniques like bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, merge sort. So like this quick sort. So different sorting techniques are there. So in that, one of the sorting technique is bubble sort. So in this technique, what you'll do is you will take the element, you will compare it with the next element. If it is highest number, then you will just bubble it out. That is, you will send that directly to the ending value, right? So in the similar fashion, one by one, you will that particular element, the first element, whatever you are taking as a key value, consider it as a key, not actually key. Key is generally for we'll use for searching, but the elements, okay, maybe the first element or the second element. If we are trying to sort for the first element, so what you'll do, you'll take that first element, you'll compare it with the second, and then with the third, and then with the fourth, and then with the fifth. If suppose my value is greater, then I will move that to last, and then this second one will become the first one, right? So like that, each and every time I'll take that particular value, I'll compare with all the elements, and then I'll just bubble it out to the last. If no swapping, that is, if my value is not greater than, then I'm not going to swap that particular element. So in these all sorting techniques, the basic thing you should know is how you are going to swap those values, right? So as usual, you already know this basic swapping technique, that is by using your three variables. So what you'll do for that, you'll take some temporary variable initially, and for that temporary variable, you will give the first value, and then for the first, you will assign the second value, and for the second, you'll get that temporary value and you will assign. So this is what the basic logic we'll be using for swapping. So the same technique we will be applying in this for the array elements, right? Or the condition only will be the difference, mainly in your, even in your selection sort or your insertion sort or your bubble sort. That is only the technique what we are trying to take is different. But the swapping part is common in all the sorting techniques, right? So yes, let us start this program. So first hash include stdio.h, then our cursor will come to our main program. So that is int main, and I'm taking some array of size 50 and some variable n and x. I'm asking user to enter number of elements you want in the array. So I can give any number between 50, I mean below 50, and then printf enter values of the value of elements. That is, if I give 5, I need to enter into the enter 5 array values, so that I'm using a for loop and I'm reading those values, and then I'm calling the bubble sort example by passing the array values as well as the number of the array elements. So this is my array and this is my number of how many number of values are there, that number, right? So whenever my cursor will come to this particular line, it will go to the called function. So the main method is my calling function, and here bubble sort example is my called function. So the array values that will be copied here and the number will be copied here. And here again, I'm taking two variables like x, y, and then temp. For x is equals to 0, x less than num minus 1, x plus plus. So here what we are trying to take is, we are trying to that is, as I said, first value will be compared with second, third, fourth, and fifth. If the swapping is required, it is moved to the last one, right? But we didn't compare it with the second one again. I mean, the second element also to be compared every time with the others, so that number of times you will be repeating that comparisons. No, so for each and every comparison, we will be using for loop here. So this first for loop is for one pass, that is for the first time it will bubble out, and then for this second for loop is you are trying to compare the values, right? That is, if first is compared with second, and first is compared with the third, first is compared with the fourth, and at the same time you are moving in that particular list one by one. as well as you are comparing. So that comparison is being checked out with your if loop here. If area of I is greater than area of I plus 1. So first value is greater than the second. Then what you are trying to do, you are just taking temporary variable, in that you are assigning the first, and then area of y is equals to area of y plus 1, and then area of y plus 1 is equals to 10. So if the sorted order is there, not there, then you are trying to swap, right? And also check out here area of y, that is area of 0th element is greater than the second, only then swapping will occur, or else you are not going to swap that particular value. Then again you will come back and you will increment y plus plus. So now your y plus 1, y plus plus, what will happen? Now in the array you will move to the second element, again you will compare with that third. Array of y will be the second element, array of y plus 1 will be the third element. Again, you will do the comparison. If it is greater than, then you will swap, or else no swap. So like that, you will check out for the first time. You will check with the all the values. That is, it will be compared. And then you will come back to the x plus plus. That is, only the first value has been changed, right? So now what will happen? I'll move to the second. So like that, if 5 elements are there, 5 times I'll be repeating that particular for loop, and then swapping will be completed. So once all the values are swapped, those are stored in the array of y, right? So next, simply you are just trying to print that particular values, right? So printf array after implementing bubble sort, that one we will be calling here. For x is equals to 0, x less than n, we are trying to print the array of values. That is, the whatever the array values are there, the replaced one, I mean the sorted one is there, that one you will be trying to print, right? So finally return 0, and then closing of your main. So this is what is regarding your bubble sort. Simply you can tell that bubbling out, you will bubble out some value if it is greater, or else you are not going to do any operations, right? So let us compile this code once. No errors are there, and then let us run it. Please enter number of elements you want in the array. I'm giving 4, and the values like 23, 43, 43, and 5, 65. 4 values I had given, and then enter. So array after implementing bubble sort, I got the values as 5, 23, 43, and then 65. Right? So this is what the bubble sort actually works like. And right. So that's all for this video. Thank you all.